Hey y'all, I was asked in the Facebook group last week if I would do a post entirely about my planner. A few people saw it in a post that I did asking a question about math, and they got really distracted. So I'll just go ahead and get started. This is a teacher planner from a Teachers Pay Teachers store called One Stop Teacher Shop, and they've got this teacher planner, and then they've got a version for kids. It's like a student planner, and she's working on an actual like life planner, like just your traditional normal planner. So she's got a bunch of covers you can choose from. I chose just to make my own, and she has two themes. This one is called Modern, I believe, and then she's got one called Whimsical that looks more like doodles or just more like childlike, and just whimsical, which would be really cute if you taught kindergarten or something. I decided I did not want to put it in a binder. Obviously, you can just print this out like normal and just put it in a binder, or even just keep it totally digital. I knew I wanted to print mine out and then put it in something, and I decided to use the Happy Planner system from Michaels. I think Staples has a similar system. Basically, you can buy these little discs in a pack like this. You're going to need 2 packs for 8.5 by 11 paper, because they only come with 9, and I think you need like 11 or something to go all down the side of 8.5 by 11. So I bought a whole pack of these, and then this is what's left of my second pack. And then I already had this Happy Planner hole punch because I used an actual Happy Planner last year, and my personal planner this year is also a Happy Planner. So I own this, and it works for every size that they have. And it's really neat because you can just take a normal piece of paper and put it in the hole punch like you would a 3-hole punch, and it makes the appropriate holes so that you can put it in the disc system and it stays in there, but everything is still removable if you want to add or change things. So this is my cover. I put it on cardstock, and then I used my small home laminator to laminate the front and back covers, because I find that it's just thicker than your like school laminator that makes thinner lamination. And then I just made sure that I put it that I did not center the cardstock in the laminating pouch. I put it off to the side. That way the cardstock is also reinforcing the punched out side. My next page is a like personal teacher information page, so I'm not going to show it because it's got my school address on it and my phone number. And then the page behind that has like my usernames and passwords for things, so I'm not going to show that. But both of those are forms that she has that just come with the teacher planner, and it's all editable. She's got a version in PowerPoint, and then she has a version for Google Drive, which is really neat because you could work on it at home on Google Drive, and you could still access it at school on your computer. I use the Google Drive version. So moving along, next section is my lesson plans section. I just used cardstock for this one. These tabs that I put on all 5 of my sections are from Avery. They're printable tabs. They have these 5 colored ones, or you can just get white. It's really neat because you can print on them, and I really liked that because I hate my own handwriting. I didn't want to make tabs and write on them myself. And they are removable, and it comes with a bunch, so if I change my mind or something gets messed up, I can always take it off and redo it. So I've got, next are the months. I've got just a different cactus picture for each month, and then this first page is cardstock, and the rest of the pages are all just regular paper. I have these little Erin Condren tabs that I found on Amazon with the actual months on them. I plan on using them. I'm going to put them on probably in August after we have our teacher service days. That way me and my team and my school can solidify our school events in our calendar and maybe even some objectives and stuff like I did right there for summer school. And then I'll put these on because these are not removable. They are permanent and they're really cute. So I didn't want to waste them before I knew what all was going on this year. And once I do that, I'm going to put them down the side, kind of like in a traditional planner like this, so that way I can easily access each month. And so, like I said, after each monthly page, which all these, not real stickers, but she calls them digital stickers, they're all editable, and she's got a bunch that she's already made that look really cute. So I spent a long time choosing a color scheme for each month and making all the stickers match. Same thing for the lesson plans. I made all of the stickers match. I probably could have made the title match, but I didn't want to at that point in time. So yeah, I've got several weeks in here because summer school is almost over, which we have no school on Fridays in summer school, and I only am teaching math in summer school, so that's why it looks like this. She's got plenty of different choices of what you can do. You can have your days at the top and your subjects on the side, or you can have more subjects across the top than the 4 that I have in here. This bookmark is from my old Happy Planner from last year, but you can, like I said, just purchase things like that at Michael's. So what I'm planning on doing next year, because I've already tried it in summer school and it worked really well. As I finish planning a week of school, there we go. The back is blank right now. I played around with my printer that I got from Donors Choose at school, and I put a little sticky note on my printer that is like a picture of how I need to orient this in the paper tray so that I can take it out and slide it in the paper tray, and it will print the next week's page just right on the back of it. And with my little printer, it doesn't get jammed, so I think it'll work pretty well. And then I have the next few months so that when August comes, I can write in here and put, you know, school-wide events or student birthdays or whatever. But I plan on reprinting a lot of these if I need to, so that, because like I said, I hate my handwriting, or if heaven forbid we have another hurricane like last year, this won't be week 5, it might be week 1 like it was last year. So I'm going to reprint those. My next section is my grades section. I'm not going to show you that because it's got student names in it, but it's really nice because unlike the Happy Planner or the Erin Condren Planner, you can just type the names, which is really nice, and you don't have to rewrite it on every page or fold down half the page so that your lists show up. And every quarter you can just delete whoever moved or add whoever came in, because my school is super transient. This is a mess up, by the way. My school is super transient and kids move in and out all the time, and that's pretty frustrating. And then if you somehow knew what your grades were, you could type those as well. But I was just handwriting them for summer school. And what's really nice is, again, it's editable. I changed the colors to pink and teal. Just that was kind of what I decided the main planner colors were going to be. But it's nice because she has several different templates, and templates, how do you say that word? And you can do a 2-page spread of grades. The one it comes with has 16 grades on a page, and I emailed her and said, hey, I'm supposed to take 18 per semester. It seems silly to print out a whole other page for 2 grades. She was super nice and sent me this one with 18. So she's really awesome and wants to help you make it work. My next section is going to be student information. Right now, I've just got this random sheet that we sent out for summer school, but she does, so I'm not going to show you that because it's got kid information, but she's got a cutesy one that matches either the modern or the whimsical layout. Again, I added the cactuses. That wasn't one of her choices, but she's got lots of pictures you can use for each section. I plan on sending home her more cutesy one, only because I don't want to recopy all of the information from the parent handouts. I would rather they write on it, and then I'll just hole punch it and stick it in here in alphabetical order. The next section is student data. And this doesn't have any, so I'll show it to you. I'm gonna have one for every single student. That's why I got this larger size of ring compared to the normal size, because I want to keep all my data in here. I don't want to have to take this or take my planner and my data binders everywhere. I want to just take one. So basically the kid's name will be here. Here's a bunch of random tests. I'm switching grade levels, so I'll have to see if that's still accurate. And then you can put BOY, MOY, EOY, and it's nice because if you're having a meeting about that student, you can take this page out and actually show parents or whoever it is without all the other kids' information being on there. And then on the back, I've got this overview of their IEP plan or 504 or whatever. That way I've got it for each student, and it's got a time that they're going to be out to, which is nice. And my last section is just meeting notes, and it's blank. I just printed a bunch of these for our monthly staff meetings or whatever. She's got one where it's got 2 small sections instead of 1 large one as well. And then these folders are from my Happy Planner from last year, but you can buy things like this at Michael's or Amazon or through the meandmybigideas.com website. And just make sure you're buying the big size, because that's what size 8.5 by 11 paper goes with. And then that is the end of my planner. And what's really nice is that you can also do things like I did last year, where I put like my specials schedule. I have my class roster from last year on this page, and I put on my normal schedule. So really with this system, you can put kind of anything you want in there with this hole punch. So that's why I ended up going with that system. If you have any other questions, you can send me a message on Facebook, or you can email me at this email right here. And sorry for the long video, but I hope that it was helpful in deciding if you wanted to purchase this planner, or if you already have the planner and you wanted to see what other people were doing with it.